Whoa! I'm not telling anyone to sneak around, not tell their parents, buy things in private that are illegal or PEDS. I'm encouraging everyone to stay natural as long as possible. Coach Greg, and I wanted to talk about a video that the court forced me to take down years ago, back in my old days. The video was on Anavar. It said the pros and cons of taking Anavar, the side effects, the doses that I had taken that I knew that other people had taken. It, to me, was an educational video. It didn't promote the use of steroids. I didn't say to take them. I said don't break the law. Told people I'm not a doctor. Depending on the laws of your country, it may or may not be illegal. But when I went to court, that video was used against me, saying, look at this. He is promoting steroids. We don't like this guy. He's a bad guy. And I've watched and read in the comments, read in the DMs, don't like you. You promote steroids. You're a bad person because you're telling kids to use steroids. I do not do that. Don't do it. And when the judge watched this video, of which I had to sit and watch, he finished by saying, he's literally saying the bad things about it and the good things, just talking about what it does. He doesn't once say, I suggest that you use it. He doesn't talk about that. So when I make videos today, I do the same thing. I remember that judge, and I remember him saying, you don't promote steroids. Just because I make videos talking about them, I'm not promoting you to use them. When I was a school teacher teaching sex education, I taught people about having safe sex. Did not mean that I was encouraging 13-year-olds to go out and have sex. So just because I give information, knowledge, doesn't mean I'm encouraging people to go and do what I'm talking about. I believe people should be educated on everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, pros, cons, what could happen if you do, what are the good parts about it, the bad parts about it. I don't think that you should just do all the bad. If all you say is the negative, are people going to believe you when they find out there's positive? When I was a teenager and people told me steroids don't work, you don't need them. You just work harder. They're not actually effective. They're just a shortcut, a cheat. So why wouldn't I believe it? I believe what the people are telling me. These are adults, role models, teachers, and so on. But then later you get older and you find out they're lying. They weren't telling the truth. They were telling me what I wanted to hear, not what I needed to hear. So when I do videos on PEDS, whether it's SARMs or steroids, or if it's on HRT or anything, I'm giving information. Information to help educate you, and education is power. So what I'm giving you when I explain something is in fact power. The power to make your own decisions based on the information that you are provided. Not everyone is going to sit through article after article in order to be an expert on anything. They should. I highly encourage you to do so, but not everyone is smart enough or has enough time to read article after article to learn about everything when it comes to PEDS. So it's my hopes that I can present the information in a simplistic way so that you can understand it enough to make educated decisions on your own. And before you make any decision, it's important that you learn the pros and the cons. To talk to your doctor. What are the possible ramifications of that decision that you are about to make? Once you take something, you can't go back in time and rewind and pretend it never happened. Once you take something, it is for life. It would be cool if I could have just back in time, erase all the things in my past, take it away, and redo things. I would change probably 1 million things I've done in my past and redo them. Any one of you watching this video, is any one of you, is there one person watching this that's perfect, that never made one freaking mistake in your life? So don't take these decisions lightly. Many of my videos on PEDS are the most popular. That video that the court forced me to take down was on Anavar. I've since done videos on Anavar. The first one I did about 5 years ago, I was exceptionally cautious when I made it because I didn't want the courts to look at this video and say, this guy's promoting the use of Anavar. I didn't want people to take Anavar just because I'm making a video talking about it, but so many people are taking it anyway. I thought it's better to educate them, give them some quality information before they make that decision on their own. And if you watch the video, I literally am saying, don't take them. But this is what they can do that's good, and this is what they can do that's bad. So just because you're against people using steroids does not mean you should be against people giving knowledge about those things. You might not be for premarital sex. You don't agree with it. You shouldn't have sex till you're married. Doesn't mean you should be against people who teach you about condoms or birth control. They're not telling people you should just go out and have sex. They're saying if you do, there are some dangers. You might get an STD. This is what could happen. These are the chances of getting pregnant or getting an STD. And if you do, this is what you need to do. Knowledge is power. And anytime you're educating someone, I think that's a good thing. Even though the topic that's being discussed is not a good one in your own mind. Whether it's PEDS or recreational drugs, marijuana, alcohol, premarital sex, anything, if they're educating you on something, I think it's a good thing, and you should allow that person to speak, to have their chance to explain things to the world. And on the same account, if they're giving bad information, non-scientific BS, telling people lies, spewing nonsense, then people should have the right to talk about that and say, whoa, I watched your video and I don't agree with all of these points, and the people who watch that video and hear it and believe in you, they're going to be tricked or duped into making a bad decision. But what I don't think is fair is to write someone privately and say, I hate you for educating people about steroids, or writing in the comment section and saying, you're a bad person, you promote steroid use to children. Don't agree with that. We're going to have to agree to disagree, but just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean I'm going to stop. Just because you and I have a difference of opinion doesn't mean I don't have the right to educate. And so, because of my past, the courts didn't want that video posted because it wasn't deemed as appropriate based on what I had done. But since then, there are no problems. Just educating people, giving information, always telling people I'm not a doctor and don't break the law. YouTube allows people to talk about those things so long as they don't promote its use illegally. I'm not telling anyone to sneak around, not tell their parents, buy things in private that are illegal or PEDS. I'm encouraging everyone to stay natural as long as possible. And if you ever do decide to take PEDS, please consult your own doctor. Make sure that you are doing it as healthy as possible. Probably not going to be healthy, but that decision is yours to make, not mine. I'm just giving information. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. Please watch the bloops. Don't forget, harder than last time supplements. I promise nothing illegal is in there. Also, cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team. Subscribe, click the bell button. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and until next time, I'm out.